Nearly 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and the math shows it is only getting harder. Here are 50 financial statistics you need to hear today. If you want to learn practical strategies to build financial resilience and long-term wealth, hit that subscribe button right now. There's a common belief in America. Follow the standard path. Get a degree, land a salaried job, buy a house in the suburbs, and financial security will naturally follow. We're conditioned to think that normal equals stable, but when you look at the actual numbers, a very different picture emerges. Normal in today's economy often means living on the edge of financial instability. Today, we're going to break down 50 statistics that reveal how the middle class is being pressured from every angle. This isn't about blame, it's about exposing the mechanics of the system so you can make informed choices. Liquidity and debt, the fragile foundation. Stat 1, 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Stat 2, 44% cannot cover a $400 emergency expense using cash from savings. Stat 3, credit card balances have surpassed $1.3 trillion. Stat 4, the average annual percentage rate on credit cards is now around 21.5%. Stat 5, the average consumer carries a balance of roughly $6,000. Stat 6, 46% of cardholders carry that balance from month to month. Stat 7, if you only make minimum payments on a $6,000 balance at 21.5%, it will take over 15 years to clear the debt. Stat 8, by the time you do, you will have paid more than double the original purchase amount in interest. Stat 9, the personal savings rate has dropped to 3.9%. Translation, the average household has little cushion. A broken transmission or medical bill doesn't just sting, it builds up into years of compounding debt. Automobiles, the silent wealth drain. Cars aren't just transportation, they're often financial burdens. Stat 10, the average new car price in the US is roughly $47,000. Stat 11, the average new car payment has surged to $730 a month. Stat 12, the average used car payment is now over $530 a month. Stat 13, nearly 20% of new car loans carry a monthly payment exceeding $1,000. Stat 14, the average auto loan term has been stretched to 69 months. Stat 15, 22% of all new auto loans are now 84 months, 7 years. Stat 16, roughly 25% of all vehicle trade-ins involve negative equity. Stat 17, the average amount of negative equity rolled into a new car loan is over $6,000. Stat 18, a new car loses approximately 20% of its value in the first year. Stat 19, within 5 years, that vehicle has lost 60% of its original value. You're financing an asset that declines in value while paying interest for the privilege. Housing, the Miller's reality. Meet the Millers, our median household. Stat 20, the median home price in the US is currently around $420,000. Stat 21, with 30-year fixed mortgage rates near 6.8%, housing has become a major fixed cost. Stat 22, for many households, the monthly mortgage payment consumes 30 to 40% of gross income. Stat 23, hidden home ownership costs like property taxes, insurance, and maintenance average an additional $15,000 a year. Stat 24, the Millers make an average household income of around $80,610. Stat 25, if they have a child, daycare costs average between $11,000 and $15,000 annually. The Millers work 2 full-time jobs, yet their financial stability depends entirely on both incomes. One job loss and their budget unravels. We're highlighting the patterns that keep the middle class running in circles. If these stats are opening your eyes, hit like and subscribe. It helps spread financial education further. Subscriptions and spending leaks. The subscription economy thrives on forgetfulness. Stat 26, 42% of Americans admit they are paying for a subscription they have forgotten about. Stat 27, the average consumer estimates they spend $86 a month on subscriptions. Stat 28, actual average spend, $219 a month. Stat 29, that's a 154% underestimation. Stat 30, beyond subscriptions, the average person spends over $200 a month on impulse purchases. Stat 31, 63% of consumers admit their purchases are driven by emotion rather than necessity. Stat 32, 40% of online shopping is categorized as impulsive. Stat 33, dining out and food delivery cost roughly 300% more than preparing a meal at home. Stat 34, the average American spends over $3,000 a year on restaurants and takeout. Stat 35, over 20% of food purchased in the US is eventually wasted. Subscriptions, impulse buys, and food delivery quietly drain hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime, money that could have been invested. Retirement, the final reckoning. Stat 36. The median retirement savings for Americans aged 55 to 64 is about $200,000. Stat 37. Financial advisors recommend having at least 10 times your final salary saved by retirement age. Stat 38. The average age people start seriously saving for retirement is 31. Stat 39. Delaying investments by just 10 years can cut your final portfolio balance in half. Stat 40. 33% of private sector workers do not have access to an employer-sponsored 401k. Stat 41. 25% do not contribute enough to receive their full employer match. Stat 42. This means American workers leave billions of dollars in free, guaranteed money on the table every year. The result? Retirement insecurity. Many Americans face decades of work with little cushion to show for it. Wealth builders, the millionaire next door. But there's another side. The habits of wealth builders look very different. Stat 43. 70% of wealthy families lose their fortune by the second generation. Stat 44. 90% lose that wealth by the third generation. Stat 45. Over 80% of current millionaires are first-generation self-made. Stat 46. The top 3 professions for everyday millionaires are teachers, engineers, and accountants. Stat 47. 61% drive reliable brands like Toyota, Honda, and Ford. Stat 48. 86% of luxury cars are driven by non-millionaires. Stat 49. Millionaires invest 20% of gross income annually. Stat 50. The average self-made millionaire takes 28 years to reach $1 million. Notice the contrast. Millionaires avoid status games, invest consistently, and let compound interest do the heavy lifting. The contrast is clear. The average household finances depreciating assets, underestimates spending, and delays investing. The wealth builders drive reliable cars, ignore social pressure, and automate investments. Financial systems often encourage consumer spending that reduces long-term savings. Improving financial resilience starts with awareness and consistent choices. I'm curious to hear from you. Which of these 50 statistics surprised you the most? Are you paying for a subscription you know you should cancel today? Drop your answers in the comments and subscribe for more educational content on personal finance. Thanks for watching.